Do you write content that your audience is truly eager to read? One quality that makes a communication style compelling is strategic use of emphasis. Experienced communicators know that they can create emphasis in their documents through mechanical methods, using headers, placing items in bulleted or numbered lists, inserting graphics, and manipulating the typeface for italics, bold, underlining, all caps, and even changes to the font. This tutorial, however, focuses on strategies for creating emphasis in your documents through word choice and syntax. First, change the normal word order. We almost always place subjects before verbs. Since placing the subject after the verb is unusual, and since the end of the sentence is especially emphatic, you create emphasis with this inversion. The original sentence says, "Clarity is foundational to all other writing virtues." To place even more emphasis on clarity, place the subject after the verb. Foundational to all other writing virtues is clarity. Second, you can create emphasis by simply telling the reader what's important. The result may be a longer sentence, but the additional words increase your chances to create the right emphasis. You might have a sentence that says, "Develop a sound marketing plan and create gripping content." Notice how new words in this revision place an emphasis on content. Develop a sound marketing plan, but be especially sure to create gripping content. Another sentence says, "Have your draft checked for grammar by a computer or a colleague." The revision for emphasis says, "Have your draft checked for grammar by a computer or, even better, a colleague." Third, employ rule-breaking brevity. You might break the rule against sentence fragments. Because it is generally best for sentences to have subjects and verbs, we have rules that tell us to avoid sentence fragments. But because fragments are rare, a well-placed fragment can create compelling emphasis. You might think that you need a long sentence to emphasize an important point. Not so. You might break the rule against one-sentence paragraphs. Standard paragraphs contain multiple sentences, so a one-sentence paragraph can really stand out. Use it strategically to communicate a point of emphasis. Fourth, channel the power of punctuation. Some writers use punctuation as though it were meant to be ignored. But consider the emphasis, for example, of a dash. This year's income will, at best, equal last year's. Without the dashes, you don't have the same emphasis on the fact that this estimate is optimistic. Even more powerful is the colon, which some writers call the drum roll of punctuation. A colon at the end of a clause says, "Here it is." All of your stylistic improvements follow the overarching style virtue. Here it is: clarity. The end of a sentence is already a position of emphasis, but the colon emphasizes what follows it all the more. These 4 tips give you just a few ways to create emphasis for a compelling style.